Welcome back. Please join me in welcoming Deolu Akinyemi. Deolu is a serial entrepreneur, is a pastor, is a nation builder. Okay. Deolu, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Are still building the nation.
Yeah, we're still prayerfully building the nation.
I know that your co-nation builder has eventually declared his intentions to contest for the president of the country.
Well, his intentions have never been hidden. If I assume you are talking about the same person, his intentions have always been clear. It's not just, he's made it clear actually. So he's just following and looking at due process.
Why do you think this is not a political platform, but again on a lighter mood? Why do you think I should join you in this your bid of building the nation?
You are here in the nation.
Uh-huh.
It's in your best interest and mine that this nation is better.
Ah.
Yes. If we leave this country, there are people that cannot leave this country. For the interest of the larger population, it's better that this country is good. We've traveled to a few places. We know what it is like for a country to exist and there's no poor national in the country. I think it's just better. And if you have proper people leading the affairs of our cities, our states, our nation, maybe we can aspire to close to that. And maybe our life expectancy can increase. There are nations where people live till 93. It's normal, it's expected. In Nigeria, life expectancy for men is less than 50. Women, 53. I think it's, there is a lot that can be better in this country. And, the best place to show improvement is where things are really bad.
Deolu, I'm sorry to say this. If the former governor of Lagos said, for example, Bala Ahmed Tinubu should approach me that I should vote for him, for example, or join him in his bid of becoming the president of the country, I will look at what he did as the governor of Lagos State for 8 years. I'm talking about antecedents now. How do I believe that you guys can actually build the nation? You haven't built a local government.
So I think antecedents is a very interesting and colorful thing. And I think we all have, there are different spheres of influence. There's family, there's faith, there's education.
Let's leave that.
There are many places you can show antecedents. Where did Joseph show antecedents?
Let's go to the. Otherwise, we spend the whole time talking about politics. It's becoming interesting. Okay, Deolu, if I want to start as a beginner, right, in digital currency, what are the steps for me to do?
Okay, so for a beginner in this space, the first key step is to understand the technology. Many people plunge in from I heard I can make money. I think before you make money, you want to understand the space. I think what gives you value in the stock market is you understand, how the buy and sell works, how much you can lose per day, how much you can gain per day. You understand those fundamentals. So the first thing is understanding technology. Once you understand technology, you now need to begin to play with owning a wallet. There are many wallets. So you want to own a wallet. You want to start with owning decentralized wallets. You also want to try and find out about the exchanges that exist and trying to sign up for a few exchanges. Exchanges are like, in the blockchain space, exchanges are the closest things to like banks. There are places where you can exchange what you have for something else. There are also places where you can store what you have. Temporarily, many people prefer to have their own localized, decentralized wallets. So I think that's the starting place. And then to understand a few basics of how do I move the value that I have from place to place. Okay? How do I use MetaMask? How do I move from chain to chain? How do I move tokens around from one address to the other? How do I send to a friend? How do I receive from a friend? So those are the fundamentals. You want to understand technology, be able to do a few things yourself. And they are not difficult. They're as easy as, giving you my phone and collecting it back. But people must understand how all of those protocols work, test it out with a few, with some money, and say, okay, yeah, I can do this. I know how to do this now. I have exchanges, I have accounts in exchanges, I have my own private accounts in my own private wallets. I can move my tokens around. I can do a little bit of exchange. Once I have those fundamentals, I'm ready to start.
In the stock market, back in days and even till now, what I do largely is to train people
Okay.
investing in stocks so that you don't just jump in and begin to lose. And often when people go to join the market without adequate knowledge and they come out with losses, they come to say that the stock market is bad, then they say their stockbrokers is not good, they say the regulators are this and that, they look for where to shift. So here, how do I equip myself? How do I ensure that I'm empowered? What kind of group do I need to belong to in this digital world? What form of trainings do I need to attend to ensure that I'm properly equipped so I don't just start?
Okay, very, very, very important. People think because something makes money, then everybody can make money from it. There's nothing like that. You need to learn. So education is very crucial. Education is one of the things that we do. We organize seminars. For a full course, it can take a few weeks. We have introduction courses. We train. There are other platforms that do training as well. But essentially, you need to ask yourself, before I make any money, before I lose any money, I need to first of all learn. I tell people real estate is supposed to be very profitable. I have lost money in real estate before. And I lost money because I wasn't trained. I bought land from somebody who didn't really buy the land before he sold it.
He didn't buy the land before he sold it?
Yes.
How?
So he had paid for the land, but the documentation that was still at the registry did not show his name. So that transaction of buying it was not consummated. But he had the land, he had papers, he had sales papers, he had all agreements, but they had not gone to correct it at Alausa. So eventually, I didn't know anything. I just felt fantastic property. I paid. And then when we wanted to start regularizing and talking to banks because we needed some credit with the property, we realized, okay, there's a document that needs to be signed at Alausa, and then it's not the signatory. Who is this person? That's the person that sold it to me. And then we go to that person and the person says, okay, it's my time to make money now.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to sell it now. So those kind of things happen even in real estate. Basically, I'm saying in every field you find yourself playing, you need to get the knowledge. We do trainings, we educate, we enlighten people. It's not about investing in anything, it's about understanding how to do the basic things. Once you know how to do basic things, you cannot make your own choices and say, okay, I want to buy this, I want to do this, I want to play with this. And we can teach you. So the body of knowledge available is getting wider. It's getting wider and wider. So, and they're not complicated, it's just giving the time and joining a community where you can learn. That's the problem.
So how soon can I begin this process?
You can begin this process this week. Okay, this is a new week. You can plug in, so you can say, I'm interested. We have sessions we do for free. I tell people, when you are ignorant of your ignorance, then you don't even know that you need to learn. Somebody used to say, ignorance of one's ignorance is the minimum qualification required for admission into the College of Fools. If you don't know what you don't know, who will make you learn? So the first thing is, let's have a session, we call it like boom sessions. Come for a session where you come and realize, so I don't know. Do I have an NFT? Do you know how to sell an NFT? Do you know what an NFT is? Do you have land on the metaverse? Are you collecting rent in the metaverse? Do you have XYZ tokens? Do you have an ERC20 address? Do you have a BP20 address? Do you know how to move things via TRC20? There's a body of knowledge of what you need to know. So first of all, people need to get to, okay, now I realize I don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, how can I learn 1 and 2? Then you want to learn. But for now, people don't even know. There's a body of knowledge out there that people have not warmed up to. So the first thing we do is free sessions, join the community, have free sessions where you come and realize, okay, this is what's possible. This is what I can now have my own plans and say, you know what, over the next 1 month, I want to give time to this, to learn it at my budget size. Okay, I want to learn this. This is what I have as budget. And there's, once you get the initial guide to push in some directions, then everybody can do research. But I can't research what I don't know. So we try and give you that initial insight to understand what the market is, understand the options that are available. As I am today, I have interacted with over 200 different companies. 200. So apart from the blockchain space, there are different players. So Bitcoin is a player, Ethereum is a player, Solana is a player, Ripple is a player. There are metaverse players. There are people in the gaming sector. There's blockchain level 2, Phantom. Just the same way you have companies on the stock market, you have companies on the coin market. So there's a coin market. So, and you need to understand, so why is this one gaining? What is happening here? What exactly is causing the traction? What is the company doing? What are they planning to launch? What's on their roadmap? All of those things that we do in the stock market, very present there as well. So the first thing is to join the community, and say, okay, I want to learn. You have the introductory learning, and then you can choose how you want to go from there.
this boom session, is it virtual or?
We have virtual classes, we have physical classes. So virtual, many people, because I'm in Kano, I'm in Kaduna, I'm outside of Nigeria, I'm out of the country. We have virtual sessions they can do. We have Zoom sessions we organize for those classes. We also have physical classes. Somebody came for a class we did recently and said, everything you have been saying in online class, I just understood it now. So we live in a world where people still want to see your face and ask their questions face to face to understand. So depending on your learning style, some people may need to travel from where they are to Lagos to come and have a physical session, or wait until you come to your zone, or you just do the online sessions. We have both.
And they are free.
The boom sessions are free, yes.
And there are sessions that are not free.
Oh, there are sessions that are not free. There are sessions that when you hear the price, you will not want to learn. So but there are sessions that are free, there are sessions that are not free. There are sessions, and they are not free because, honestly, if you learn what you need to do, whatever it is you are paying to learn, you will make it over.
Let me. So, how do I start? How do I take off?
Okay.
Is it by WhatsApp? How do I contact you?
So there's a WhatsApp number probably scrolling on the screen right now. Copy that number down.
What is the number?
I didn't check that number.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a number that's scrolling right now.
Okay, the one you gave us last week.
The one I gave last week, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, just a second. Yes. The number is 0904 247 4425. 0904 247 4425.
Okay.
Now, you send a message to that number and say, I'm interested in learning. It will be added to a group. Okay? And from that group, the next class will be announced to you. So we'll announce the next physical class, we'll announce the next online class. Physical classes are more interactive. You can, it's more fun actually. The online classes are, defined by 1 hour, then another 1 hour.
So before I allow you to go, let me put this question to you. We have real estate, we have equity, we have forex, then digital currency. I'm sure, I don't know your level of involvement in forex, but I know that you were in stocks. Okay. You've just mentioned about your adventure into real estate now. Of all this, be sincere.
Yeah, I will be.
I would say stock is the best.
Okay.
What would you say?
So it's a very complex question. Yeah, I usually say that there are 5 in number. I feel that the last bus stop is real estate. That's where you should be when you're 70. Yeah? Real estate. You don't have to worry about anything. It's the most stable and is where you get the least profit. I think the most profitable is digital currency. I think the most profitable ever in all the world's history is in the blockchain space and cryptocurrency. So you want to go from
most risky.
Yes, it's the riskiest as well. So you want to go from highest risk and then gradually be taking the money out to the lowest risk. So, and anywhere in between there. So for me, there's real estate, there's paper investment, which is where stock falls under, and digital as well. And then you have automated business, which is manufacturing and investing in all those. And then you have what's it called? Intellectual property, where you create intellectual value and can get whatever from it. I also believe that network marketing provides you referral income, residual income as well. But for me, you start from where the biggest potentials. One, there's a project last year that turned $10 to $4.5 million from January to December 16. So in less than 360 days, somebody who had $10 became a millionaire last year from Shiba Inu.
$10 is how much?
$10 is 5,900 naira. Yeah.
And we are all here still looking for money, complaining that Buhari government is not good.
Yeah.
Whereas we could actually become millionaire.
Yeah. By taking advantage of opportunity.
And what I found out that in the world today, globally, people no longer sweat to make money.
Yeah.
It's like they make money at the top of their fingers. It's like by just pressing phone, people make money.
Yeah, I think the story of money is being rewritten. I think, the world is trying to recreate a new set of rules for how money is made. And it's not what we grew up conventionally knowing. So you have somebody in China, the guy is 30 something years old. And he has made billions. He has made multi-millions of dollars. And from what? From okay, I bought this and then I held it. You know, or I mined this and I held this. There's a young chap now. Well, sorry, it's not a young chap anymore. It's an elderly chap now. A 27-year-old guy. He just woke up into cryptocurrency in 2017. Found an opportunity that this coin is selling cheaper here and it's more expensive here. So created a system to be buying from here and selling to here. And he made $29 billion. And he says he wants to give it all away.
All right. The ball is in your court. I've done the little that God has sent me to do. If you fail to follow through, well, stop blaming the governor, stop blaming the president, stop blaming your parents. The opportunities are here. If you fail to take it, what is about the minimum amount someone could start a digital currency business?
I'll say you can start with anything, but if you want to be able to really experiment, learn, and really do stuff, if you can, $100, $500, $1,000.
$100
Yeah.
about 50-something thousand.
59,000.
So which means someone can actually save
Sure.
ahead of it.
Yeah.
And those of you that all those apps will always send you whatever, you can borrow their money and start something. Right?
Borrow says before they show your face on there.
They can go ahead. So otherwise, I know I've not spent the money on frivolity, so they can show my or even sell, and if they like, they can show my face anywhere. Okay, thank you so much, Deolu. 0904 247 4425 0904 247 4425. Make that connection right now, and I will reach you later, or you reach me later to tell me how far you have gone. You will probably be meeting me on the platform. Okay, so thank you, Deolu. We will go on a short break. When I return, it will be time for Aruna Kebira and myself analyzing stocks, investment, discussing investment, and telling you the best of equities you can hold, particularly for the new week and for the medium, short, and long time. I will be right back.